Welcome everybody. We got an interesting question in complex numbers. Given that let a comma b element of real numbers and a squared positive b squared is not equal to 0. Now we have a set S which has a collection of all complex numbers, or I would say complex numbers such that our z is of the form 1 over a positive I b times t, where t is element of real number and t is not equal to 0. So this is the set which has complex numbers of this form. Now you are also given I to be as root of -1, and if the complex number is of the form z is equal to x positive iy and z is contained in S, then they are asking us to find where x and y lies on. Now we have been given the following choices. Is the choice number 1 the circle with radius 1 over 2a and center 1 over 2a comma 0, and a is given to be as greater than 0, right, and b is not equal to 0. Now point B, same thing, the circle with the radius -1 over 2a, center is -1 over 2a comma 0, and for a less than 0 and b not equal to 0. Outrightly I can state that I can just ignore this choice B, right? Doesn't make sense. They're giving a radius and a negative component. Okay, so next C is the x-axis. For a not equal to 0 and b equal to 0, D is the y-axis for a equal to 0 and b not equal to 0, right? Now what is the meaning of this? This means they are asking us to get the point on x-axis and get the point on y-axis. So obviously these two will definitely be in the choices. So b is not going to be there for obvious reasons I just mentioned, and we have to know if it's part of it or not. So that is where we have to conclude. So in questions like this, we need to make sure all of these choices are tested. Okay, now let me come to this point of S being collection of all complex numbers such that z is of the form 1 over a positive I times b times t, and t is given to be as a real number and t is not equal to 0. Now you see that there is a parameter t being involved here. Now such complex numbers are always associated with the study of physical phenomena. Okay, so example, the path of the sun before the storm, something like that. Okay, before a storm. Now definitely time t will be the time component here, so time will vary, and every time the time varies during a certain period, right, say morning 6 a.m. to evening 3 p.m. we are studying the path of the sun, the time varies, and every time the time is varying we will have a set S. Okay, so we will have a collection of complex numbers that are produced with reference to time. So this is a very practical illustration of complex numbers. Okay, having mentioned you that, let me move on. Now our z is given, so let me consider this z. Z is equal to 1 positive a positive I b t. Now what I wish to do is I will multiply this by a negative I times bt divided by a negative I bt. This is going to give me a negative I bt divided by a squared negative I squared b squared t squared. Now I squared is -1, So this is going to give me a negative ibt divided by a squared positive b squared t squared. Now this is z. Now it is given z is of the form x positive iy. So this means x positive iy is equal to a negative ibt divided by a squared positive b squared t squared. Equating the real and imaginary part, x is equal to a over a squared positive b squared t squared, and y is equal to negative bt divided by a squared positive b squared t squared. So this is what we've got. Now what we have to do is we will have to find the value of t. Why? We will have to know if we are able to get a circle, right? Because that is what is asked. So for that, let me go up here and rewrite what I have for x and y. So we know that x is equal to a over a squared positive b squared t squared, right? A over, and y is this. And you have y is equal to negative bt over a squared positive b squared t squared. Now what I wish to do, I would like to divide x by y. So if I divide x by y, I get a over a squared positive b squared t squared divided by negative bt over a squared positive b squared t squared. These gets cancelled, giving me a over negative bt. So this means you have x over y is equal to negative a over bt. I want to get t. So t is equal to negative a times y divided by x times b. Okay, this is what I have got. Now what I wish to do is I will put t is equal to negative ay over xb in x is equal to a over a squared positive b squared t squared. So this means x is equal to a over a squared positive b squared. This is negative ay divided by xb the whole squared, which is going to be a over a squared positive b squared times a squared y squared divided by x squared b squared. So you cross multiply, you get a over, you get a squared times x squared b squared plus b squared times a squared y squared is equal to x. This is what we got. So there is one more component, I need to flip it. So if I flip, there is this component x squared y. I can right, I can flip this. So this is going to be x squared b squared. Okay, so in the numerator you have a x squared b squared. Denominator I'm going to take a squared out, b squared out, and so I will have x squared here, b squared, a squared, and then y squared. So this is equal to x. So a gets cancelled, b squared gets cancelled, and I cross multiply, I get x times of x squared positive y squared. There is a here, and over here I have a x squared. So x and x gets cancelled, so this is going to be x squared positive y squared is equal to x over a. Now let me go and rewrite this. Hence we have, what do we have? X squared positive y squared is equal to x over a, which means x squared positive y squared negative x over a is equal to 0. I'm going to rewrite this as x negative. Can I write it as 1 over 2a, square root, I get x squared, and then negative 2 times x times 2a, that will give me this term. And then I will have a positive 1 over, so I need to get rid of that negative 1 over 2a, because this is going to produce a 1 over 2a whole squared. So I need to get rid of this, plus y squared is equal to 0. So this is x negative 1 over 2a the whole squared, positive y squared is equal to 1 over 2a squared. So the center in this case is 1 over 2a comma 0, and the radius is 1 over 2a, right? So go back to the choices. See, the center is 1 over 2a and comma 0, this is center, and the radius is 1 over 2a. Radius 1 over 2a, center is 1 over 2a comma 0. So this is the solution. Now for x-axis, a not equal to 0, right? A is not equal to 0. So if I were to substitute it here, so let me consider this one. Consider x squared positive y squared is equal to x into a not equal to 0. And then what happens here? If I take a not equal to 0 and if I were to evaluate this is for the x-axis, that means y is equal to 0. So if I put y is equal to 0, this is producing me a point x squared is equal to x over a, which means x is equal to 1 over a.